Check, check, check. Yo, 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 how is you? Fantastic, brother. Should we announce that we're live? Okay, we are live. Here you go. Right. Asia Open in 30. I wonder, can I play... My buddy's making a trading game. Swipe trader, bro. This is you live trading? Yeah, yeah, of course. Sign up. Fucking. Let's see if we can fuck. Okay, what the fuck is this? I don't want this in the way. I don't want it in the way, dude. Let me click underneath, bro. What the fuck? This is what happens when you use AI to make your fucking bullshit, dude. Mark, your game is shit. Look, it says loading here in the top corner. Swipe trader. This is a sick game. It was my idea, but Mark's making it. Okay. Fuck off with your fucking thing, dude. Alright. Okay, so let's look at the chart. What's up, Fraud Mana, Punch, Matthew, Bruno, hey. You like the new shades? Blue light. I got inspired by Austin Silver, so I went out and bought some. We had Austin Silver on the podcast earlier today. Austin Silver. This guy. You guys all know Austin Silver. Really sweet dude, actually. Alright. I don't know if I can get used to that. I might have to get used to it. Oh, I can't see shit without my actual glasses, though. Yeah, I can't see anything at all. I gotta do it like that. Right. So, okay. Let's break it down. Okay, so... Market is bullish. On gold. Okay. We regained this level, which means we want to be very long now. This is what we were looking at yesterday, is if we could close back within this range. If we did close within this range, it means we're going for all-time highs again. Gold is going for all-time highs again. You heard it here first, my dudes. Did you using indicator? No, I wasn't using indicators. We know how to trade properly here. You don't need it. Trying to pass my phase 1 after getting funded and losing an account. Okay. Anyways. Let me... So this is... So here. Okay, so... Fucking... I just gotta explain shit to you guys, okay? So if you're all new here... As long as possible, yeah. If you're new here, we're bullish because the weekly failed. We knew it was gonna come up, right? It's pretty fucking obvious. Like we're 24 grand in profit on this trade, right? On this gold trade. that we got in on the bottom, okay? Way fucking down here, okay, bud? Way down here. How do we do that? Because we know how to fucking trade. It's not hard to trade, dude. All you do is look at the high time frame. And all y'all are crackheads. If you're struggling with trading, it's because you're a crackhead. So all you got to do is stop being a fucking crackhead, and then you'll trade properly. Look at the weekly, look at the daily, look at the monthly. That's all you need, okay? And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to know where it's going to go, right? Literally, that's all you need. Weekly, daily, monthly, all right? So we know where it's going to go. So what we've got right here is after that daily close, you failed on this little level here, okay? But you regained all that, okay? So there is a little bit of a zone here. Ideally, I want to be entering on the bottom of that, right? If it does retrace back down, okay? And then so what we can do is we can throw in some hourly shit, see, okay. Potentially it comes down. Ultimately, we're going to look at the 15 here, right? 15 failed, right? 15 failed, okay? So this tells us super easy, right? This is super easy. What's going to happen? It's going to short back down here, and then we're going to long. This is how gold's going to play right now. Fucking easy, dude, okay? And then that's going to go all the way to all-time highs, okay? That's all you got to do. Literally all you got to do. Okay. So let's do it. Okay. I want to be short right now. And it doesn't matter if it's pre-market. Who cares? Nothing matters, dude. You're just going to have an excuse as why you suck. Right? One. Sell. Okay. That's it. If we're wrong, it's fine. Because we are bullish. Actually, we maybe shouldn't be that short, but... we shouldn't be that short probably for this level of a trade. Let's see. We'll see if we can catch the short down. I'm more confident with the longs. Okay, but at some point it's going to come down. I'm just going to try it now. So we might as well. Sell the top of that range, come back down here, right? Maybe we shouldn't be that short. I'm going to close out some of this because I want to be more long. Okay, so we're going to just, oh, what the fuck? Oops. Okay. Okay. I guess we're hedging. Okay. This Bitcoin chart's not doing what I want, so here we go. Let's put that on. 24 grand in profit on gold. So far. Yeah. Let's fucking post out to Twitter. Post out to Twitter, baby. Where's that 15-minute close? 15-minute kind of gain, but Live trading? We are live, yeah. We are live trading. We are live trading, so here's our trade. This is our trade. R does not matter. Can't see the chart, the comments. It would be if you guys want to watch on a real thing. If you're watching on Instagram, you should not be. You should be watching on YouTube or Kick. You're in a buy? No, I'm in a short. Why is everyone always wrong? Like, why do people always assume the wrong direction? I'm in a short until I buy. I do both directions all the time. Like, it doesn't matter, right? It just depends on the time frame. I mean, I guess the swing trade is buy. But we, in theory, I want this to come down, right? Actually, why do I want this to come down? Am I tripping? I think it's only because that 15-minute. Hopefully the open just spikes it down, but we'll see. So DMC only works with candle closes and gaining, losing position. Yeah, that's how trading works. Why would you base data off of something that's not confirmed yet? Right? Doesn't, like, the current candle is a meaningless piece of information. Right? You only care about what the last candle is with respect to previous candles, right? You need $100 for gym proteins? Go get a job, dude. Actually, you don't need why would you buy protein? Why would you buy supplements for the gym? Just go buy steroids, bro. Like, what? Like, be real. Why would you buy supplements when you can buy steroids? It's the same price. You can get a bottle of testosterone for $50, and that'll last you 3 months, bro. Or you can go and buy creatine. Promoting steroids is crazy. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get jacked, why would you buy something that is more dangerous, right? Like supplements do less and more dangerous because it's either they're usually thermogenic to cut fat, which causes you to have heart attacks, or it's fucking all speed, right? Which gonna cause you a heart attack, right? Or they dehydrate you. Like, all the FDA approved things are super dangerous, bro. For short term, at least, right? If you overdo them, you have heart attacks and die. So I wouldn't promote supplementation at all. But if you are going to take something that enhances you, you might as well take the real thing. Steroids alone won't make you big. Wrong! Wrong! That is so fucking wrong, dude. If you take steroids and sit on your ass, you will get more muscle than somebody working out. Steroids and not working out. Research indicates that anabolic steroids increase muscle mass even without exercise, but carries health risks, right? Landmark study found that men taking a high dose of testosterone with no exercise gain more muscle and strength than those who were exercising without steroids. If you only care about gaining muscle, you are better off taking steroids and doing nothing than somebody going to the gym. And so I'm just telling you, it's like, why would you buy supplements, dude? Why would you waste your money on something that does nothing? First of all, supplements do nothing. I'll be like, it's 100% a scam. The only supplement that does anything is either pre-workout or creatine. Everything else is like a 1% gain, sort of fucking garbage piece of ass. Creatine's good. Creatine helps slightly, and it's cheap, right? But if you already eat meat, you don't need creatine because it's in meat. That's the thing with supplements, is it's like you already have these things from your diet, right? So the only things that really do anything are creatine, because it's hard to get 2 pounds of beef in the current age, right? Or pre-workout, because you can get stimmed up and work harder, right? Last video kind of confused because the charts and colors, can you change it to white? No. You can figure out what my chart looks like. This is what I like to trade. It's not my responsibility for you to be able to figure out what color I use. Right? How old am I? 31. Buy gold, buy Bitcoin. No, Bitcoin is going down. Bad time. I mean, unless you're just buying for investment, sure, perfectly good. I'm buying Bitcoin for an investment, but it's going to go lower. It's going to go to sub 50K. Okay. I've been telling you guys since what was it? I've been telling you guys since last summer that the top was in, okay, and we were going back down here. And you don't believe me? You can look at all of my content, dude. I told you it was going to 46K. It was 9 months ago, okay? And nobody ever understands. Nobody ever believes me. And then it's going to go to 46K, and people are going to think it's over, and then that's when you buy. You just do the opposite of what people think, because everyone's a fucking retard. What do you think of Alpha Student and Prop From Kid? They're good. I know them personally. Sell us oil? I don't get it. Quick question. When checking previous candles, do you check monthly, weekly, or 4 hour and 1 hour only? I don't understand the question. I check everything. You can attempt to understand things based off of less information, but why would you? Why would you? Right? So we're now in a new month, right? That new monthly candle, okay? So I just want to pull up a couple monthly candles, see if anything is important, right? Let's look at the Dow. Dow lost. Doesn't look good for the market. Bitcoin, terrible. Monthly candle's going to close in like 5 minutes. Silver's nothing too special. Oil on the monthly is fucking incredible, which means we're going to a recession. Okay. Like, global recession is like pretty much a surefire thing at this point. Okay. Didn't know you could go live on Instagram. Yeah. I'm live on everything right now. There's people watching on all the different platforms. Ever since people mocked you in October. Yeah, totally, bro. And then everyone's like, this is the worst October ever. I'm like, yeah, dude, it doesn't matter what month it is. It doesn't matter that you just call it something. Alpha has a course that's expensive. I don't know, bro. I don't know Alpha. I know Prop From Kid. I know that they work together at this point, and I assume Alpha, like they worked. Like, I don't know, dude. My advice, don't spend money on education. I'll teach you everything for free, right? You don't have to go anywhere else. I am the #1 trader you will ever meet, and without a doubt. Like, that's not even like, it's not even close. Like, I'm right always, okay? I just don't day trade. That's the only stipulation, okay? I will day trade on stream here, but I don't count my day trades, okay, towards my P&L, okay? I don't count them on that win rate thing, okay? on the screen. Those are only swing trades, okay? So that's the issue, okay? But more or less, you know, the issue with day trading is things are much more volatile and it's easy to get stopped out, okay? Like right now, right? We'll see if this rejects here, okay? All the LARPers make memes about how this month's price action was that. I mean, like if you know how to actually trade, no month price action is bad. It's all literally the exact same. Doesn't matter at all. You just follow what the candles tell you. Hey, what up, Tyler? Can I have the private lesson? No, brother. That's for women only. The private lesson is for women only. Okay, we stopped out on the yeah. Stopped out on the one. Yeah. You have an open short? Not anymore. Stopped out. This is why day trading is silly, but we're going to see what happens on the open here in the actual ASIS session. But we are long, right? If you remember, 24 grand long, right? Can you teach me how to deal? Yo, bros, I took a fucking. Do I feel it? Whoa, I took horse dewormer. I feel a little something maybe. I took a horse thing. I feel like my arms feel a little funny, but do you know people that actually learn DMC and make money with it with Maven? Yes, everybody who trades DMC is making money. Like everyone. There's no person that has actually tried DMC for a month and is not making money. Everybody is. It's so fucking incredibly easy. That's the thing is why I tell you ICT doesn't work, because most people trading ICT aren't making money, but everyone on DMC is making money because it's fucking easy. What strategy? DMC. Would you not trade the 1 minute candle? I wouldn't trade anything less than the 4 hour, bro. But I will. I just don't suggest. I think if I was you, I would only look at the 4 hour and above. And by that, I don't mean look at the 4 hour. I mean look at the daily and weekly and then use the 4 hour occasionally. The 4 hour is the lowest you should ever go when you're learning. Okay. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bojack, bro. I took ivermectin, bro. You know what ivermectin is? I want to remove all the worms in me. This shit. Treats parasites. I don't know if I have any parasites, but I'm gonna take it just in case. I don't know if they're in there. Warning: ivermectin is not approved for COVID-19. Very dangerous. All right, whatever. Dude, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Just take things. Look, I took this. Wait, where is it? I took the. I'll show you. Hold on. Just got a bunch of shit, bro. So like this is like so this is like wormwood and like other things and cloves and garlic. This one's something I don't know what it is. Zeolite. I don't know what it is. Not for human consumption either. And then this is a horse thing for horses. You just squirt it in their mouth, but I squirt it in mine. And it's you gauge it to how many kilograms the horse is. So this is 600 kilograms. 600 kilogram horse. His walk's so robotic. That's the cure to cancer right there. Maybe, bro. Hey, who knows? Just do whatever, dude. Can people join the giveaway from Instagram? No. Giveaways are only YouTube. What does DMC mean? Dumb money concepts.
The glasses go sick.
They're sick, right? I got some red ones too. And then I got some more shit. This is some other shit. And then this one's charcoal. I was just thinking that, like, you know, sometimes you gotta kill
killing worms and growing a horse cock based.
Yeah, exactly. I figure if you want to be like a horse, you got to take the medicine for the horse, right? Because like maybe all these worms inside me are stopping me from growing a horse swang, right? So if I destroy the worms, you know, it might. Please tell me you took ivermectin on an empty stomach. No, am I supposed to? I did not. I don't think they give very good directions when you're supposed to feed it to your horse, though. Some horses experience reactions and itching. For control of parasites. I don't know, bro. Honestly, I just wanted to see what it would do. I want to see what's going to happen. And don't try this at home, sort of thing. Why not just eat the horse? Because then I'm going to get the horse's parasites, right? I mean, I've been eating so many horses that... Can you be my trading daddy master? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're no longer sure. I want this to come down at some point. Okay, do we have the... Did we gain on that? Is this Asia Open now? This has to be Asia Open now, right? Okay, we definitely want to be okay. Let's try the VWAP, bro. I've never used VWAP before. Let's just put it on here. Boom. I want them to come down so I can actually like get a solid entry and then just like rip it. But we're already long, that it doesn't really matter. What about NASDAQ? See if NASDAQ's moving. Things in Asia seem to be moving fine, honestly. Eh? So monthly. I'm not a super big fan of. This is pumping pretty good, huh? They failed to gain here. I think the NASDAQ comes down, honestly. I think this
Sell
is
a course on how to get rid of worms. I need it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to sell a course that. You just eat hay and horse medicine and you're good to go, bro. 85% with negative R? I don't know, maybe. About 1 hour, probably 1.5 hours, something like that. $85% with a lot of profit is what it is. Doesn't matter what the fucking R is. I guess it kind of does if you're basing off the percentage win. Must have been some bunk stuff. What, the fucking horse meds? I know, I only took a little bit of it. Don't know, oh wait, don't know if mine worked right, but my Johnson got smaller. Yeah, it took the worm away, bro. It dewormed you. Took your worm away. You fucking shat it out. How's a Nike stock in the monthly? Nike, bro. I don't know, dude. Nike. I mean, terrible. Right? Like, do you think gold will have a pullback? I mean, pullback from what? Y'all need to be more specific. Do I think gold's going to go for a new high? Yes. I am currently betting on that since the absolute bottom. Okay, I got it at the absolute bottom. Why? Because I know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay.
He probably put the medicine in the wrong hole and his thing shrunk.
Yeah. If you take the horse, you gotta take it orally only, bro. The horse, the horseman's got to be taken orally, my guy. Okay, so I'm waiting for this play out a little bit more. I think it fucking comes down, bro, but like I'm just what else can we look at here? Bitcoin? Does Bitcoin move in the Asia? Looks like pretty choppy. I'm not super keen on it. I like to look at gold. We'll just trade gold probably right now. That was our trade from yesterday. I mean, it looks like they may be just gonna take it up, right? There's nothing we can really do from here right now. We have a like we already have this long going. We have the fucking huge long going too. 25 grand at this point. Geez, these hours def better now. Just need to solidify a specific time. Yeah, Asia's session might be a good time to be trading, dude. It's like evening time a lot for Western world. They can just hang out, watch us trade. Market moves incredibly well. Yeah, we're trading gold.
What's Mavin's max allocation?
1 million. Oh, I don't like these as much, bro. They make me tired because there's no bright light keeping me awake. Which levels are most important to look for? The monthly levels. Like, I'm confused how this is not, like, obvious when people ask questions, right? What levels are most important? The big ones, right? Right. Like, trading is not hard, dude. You already know the answer to everything. Once you learn the basics, you already know the answer to everything. Maven's max allocation is $1 million, not 200K. You're allowed to have 2 500K accounts. You have to scale, though. Okay. Okay, let's see this come down now. They're going to fucking sell it off now that it's the open. I think we might have been too early for that first short. We'll watch some reactions. Rip some trades. I'll take out the Ferrari. It's time to make some content. I don't have a fast car. I have a broken down Jeep, bro. The Jeep doesn't even steer straight. Like, you see how little of a fuck I give about everything? The Jeep is dangerous, bro. Like, the transmission just cuts out fucking all the time. I just don't want to fix it. Waste of time. Once you know the basics, you already know the answer. What a load of baloney. What do you mean? Like, all of the questions I get, like 90% of the questions I get are absolutely moronic, right? And like, that's not to make fun of you guys, but it's because you're trying to find an easy solution to things, right? One of the most common questions is, what's the best time frame, or what time frame are you on? The answer is all of them. Look at all of them. All of them are important, right? You already know these answers, but you're trying to find an easier way to do something because you can't actually apply yourself, right? So you already know the answers, right? And I don't blame you, because you want easy money, so you're trying to find an easy solution. But if you just think about it, it's not fucking easy, okay? The answer is do everything, but it's not that complicated, right? What do you think? They're going to sell it off the VWAP here? I honestly have no idea how to use the VWAP, so maybe we're not going to use the VWAP. We can watch to see if there's rejections, but gain. I want to see. Oh, wow. They're just buying. They're just buying, dude. So interesting. Where's the 15-minute? Any advice for somebody trading in Canada regarding taxes? Don't pay taxes in Canada. That's my advice. Go elsewhere. Doesn't mean you have to live elsewhere. Okay? I'm sure you can figure something out. If you're paying enough taxes, then you're going to figure it out. You don't, like, the advice, again, this is another silly question, is you already know the answer, right? What do you expect me to say? Do you expect me to say tax evade? No, because that's illegal. But find a place that you can not pay taxes from, right? You already know the answers, right? Majority of the questions I get, you already know the answer, right? Like, unless you were like brand new as being an adult, like unless you're like 18 and you just like don't know anything, like I'm expecting you guys to already know these things, right? It's lifestyle. Let's get the Jeep in alignment. It's not in alignment. The axle's completely bent because I crashed it. I have a new axle, bro. I bought a brand new axle. It's sitting in my driveway. I just haven't installed it. It's a whole front axle with the differential and the shocks and everything. It's everything. I just have to replace everything, right? Because the steering wheel's like this, right? They're gonna chop. It looks like they don't have, like, they've gone so far that it would be peculiar. Like, this is, if it doesn't reject right here, off this hourly, I suppose, then we're probably just gonna have to sit on the bull side, right? But they might be rejecting here, right? Let's see, there's a 4 hour as well. Like, this is an untested level. It's just a silly untested level, right? So if they do reject here, right, then, but there's no, again, when things look like this, there's nothing you can do. It's just literally going straight up. As a prop firm owner, what strategies and indicators work the most? I'm trying to figure it out. I like the 5 minute for quick in and out scalps. VWAP for bullish. The best strategy is tracking fundamentals. Best strategy, swing trading, right? I could tell you 90% of traders who long-term positionally trade make money, right? But 90% of traders who day trade lose money, okay? So if you want to day trade, then you're prioritizing your own fun and enjoyment over making money. And that's just the God honest truth. If you prefer to make money, you will not day trade, okay? But if you prefer to gamble and have excitement, you will day trade, okay? Not to be said that either of them is not also possible in the other direction, but this is just statistically what I know to be certain, okay? Swing trading makes insane amounts more money than day trading because it's not high action dopamine based, right? You fuck up everything. Does it have 3 differentials? I mean, the 4-wheel drive is fucked up, so I need I can't put it in 4. Do you mark all your levels manually? Yeah. You bought gold here. Yeah, you got a good entry at 47 then. If you, I mean, it might go against you at some point in the night, right? It might go down here, okay? At some point I'm expecting it to come down here today, right? What is that fucking level, huh? What is it?
Made a points profit on gold from your yesterday live Acer stream, bro. Just closed it right now.
Nice. Good stuff. Glad you're making money on my account. My short on Bitcoin, obviously. Short Bitcoin, long oil, long gold. Short NASDAQ. Okay. Are they gonna fail this level here? I don't know what to do, bro. What's my entry? 2 weeks ago, bro. My entry was a very long time ago. Not 2 weeks ago. It was like last week. So buy 3 days out and swing a direction. I don't know what you mean. If I can get the rich roll in your Discord, I don't know. I just kind of reply them randomly, dude. There's no logic to my Discord. If you guys are new here, you can all join the Discord. I post my trades there. Post when I'm going live. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what to do because there's just I'm better in a more volatile market, it seems, than just a trending market. Because this just seems messy, bro. Maybe we'll take a VWAP sort of thing. We can buy here, maybe. Add to it. Are you short on the NASDAQ? No. Just expect it to go down, that's all. I'm waiting for a better entry. I'm waiting for everyone else to panic so I can buy the panic. Right. I don't necessarily like shorting unless I'm quite certain. Right. And the NASDAQ is not a good pair to trade or to short right now. Right. So, you know, like where are you going to short? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's obvious why it's bouncing here because it's like proper high time frame levels, right? But like, where, honestly, like, where would you short? Like, it's just a mess. So if you're looking at this, like, objectively, it just makes no sense. So why would you try to trade something that's just not a good idea to trade, right? It would maybe make more sense. Like, we could wait for a panic and then, or we can wait for, either we wait for a panic crash, right? We look at the VIX basically. When the VIX gets really high, you start buying, and you can see, hey, a few days ago, the VIX got really high above 30, and people bought, right? And that's kind of the bottom, right? I'm waiting for a little bit more, but more or less, or like a weekly close that's solid, right? If the weekly close is up here, great. Then I'll maybe start buying again, but. $30 minutes to the 2 hour. Yeah, nice call. I mean, 2 hour close. I want to see, like, yeah, I mean, it just looks like they're just going to rip it up all day, right? So we just literally sit in positions if we want, really, right? We're just sitting in it. Like, we're making money doing nothing, so we might as well just keep holding doing nothing, right? See, like, it's up $1,000. You just keep holding. What trade did you make today? We're long on gold. If somebody needed help, would you help them? No. They can help themselves. I will teach you how to trade, and that's my entire purpose, okay? I refuse to give people handouts because I think that's damaging to both you and I. Right? I authentically believe that if I give you something for free, it will hurt you. Okay? And if you get hurt, it means I also get hurt. I have the belief that we are all the same thing, right? You and I are both the same thing. We just live in two different bodies, okay? Am I live every day? Yes, sir. The real punch, bro. You have you not been watching? Your name is so familiar. Unless I'm tripping, dude. I'm live every day. Just kind of just to random times. 26 grand on the gold. Like, this is why you just swing trade shit, dude, because there's no entry, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, they didn't even come back to test VWAP. I have, but today you're streaming at 2 a.m. for me. Yeah, I guess so. This is wild, bro. Am I still long oil? Yes. On a personal small account, correct. I think you would be silly not to be long on oil. It's a hedge against the economy collapsing, right? You kind of like, not even for trading purposes, but like trading is a good way to hedge against you blowing up your life. Okay? If you want, you can treat trading like that. Okay? So let's say the price of everything hyperinflates. What are you going to do? You have no money now. You die. So instead, you can invest that money. And then if everything hyperinflates, you made a bunch of money so that you can afford everything now. And you don't die. Like, I'm using blunt words like death because you literally can die from this. You literally can die from a recession if you can't afford food anymore. Right? Like, this isn't a game. Like, we're not trying to just get rich so we can flex our Lamborghinis. We trade so that we don't die. Hedge against fucking dying. What's your day trade win rate? Not a clue. I believe we are one different bodies, so if you help somebody, you're helping you, right? Yes, correct. If I actually help somebody, then I am helping both myself and them. Okay? Yeah, two bodies, same consciousness. I do believe in one consciousness, right? I believe that consciousness is like a third dimension sort of thing, right? So I have the consciousness of myself being my body, right? And I also believe that you have your consciousness and your own self and body, but I believe there is a higher consciousness that connects us all, right? So we're all literally one thing, okay? And that's how I understand prayer to work, right? Is that we pray to a higher consciousness, okay? Great gold long. Thank you. Thank you, bro. What do you think about XRP? I have some. Yeah, it's a good, decent project. Yeah. What religion am I? I'm an esoteric Christian that practices Buddhist principles. If you don't know what those words are, I'm a Christian that believes in the Bible, right? I believe that the stories of the Bible are more or less true. I believe that there is some sort of God, right? Esoteric means that it's an internalized thing rather than an externalized thing. So I believe that God is both within and external, right? And then I don't think Buddhism is a religion, but I practice the aspects of Buddhism, right? Finding eternal peace and liberation, okay? So there's a lot to be learned in Buddhism, so I practice that most extensively. But if I had to call myself a religion, it would be under Christianity, guys. Right? Okay, maybe we're going to come down now. I'm just like wondering, it's like, is it even worth buying? Is it even worth longing again? Because it's just fucking going straight up, bro. Like, maybe just literally buy the VWAP, bro. Down here. Is that $1 million balance? Yes, sir. Yes, $1 million. $1 million and something. We made profit on it. $1 million, 50K. Interesting. I believe and live the same way as you, good sir. Yeah. So the basis out of my religious beliefs is I grew up atheist, and I started studying religion. I started off with Christianity just because that's the most prevalent in where I am, right? And then I started looking at all the different religions, right? And I believe the Bible to be more or less true because it's kind of a crowdsource of a bunch of different prophets, right? I guess prophets might be the wrong word, but a bunch of different people who kind of wrote their own book and came to the same sort of conclusions, right? So I expanded that idea into even further concept is that to know the truth, the best thing to do is crowdsource the most information possible, right? So I started studying other religions as well, right? So I looked at Hinduism, I looked at Buddhism, I looked at Tao, right? I looked at Islam, right? A few different things, and they all kind of fall to the same conclusions. I believe there's basically only two religions, right? There's the internal and external religions, right? There's reaching up to God, and then there's finding God within, right? Eastern religion is finding God within. Western religion is reaching up and trying to do good for God, right? So I'm more on the Eastern approach where everything's kind of internalized, but I also think that there is an external factor to it, okay? So if you combine both of them, you can have the best of both worlds, right? You could combine both Eastern and Western, but essentially every religion kind of falls to the same sort of thought processes, right? Right. And it's just quite hilarious why there's so much debate around religions because they're all the same. They're all fundamentally the same, right? Like the nuances are so insignificant with religion, right? What do you think of the black cube in Saudi Arabia? I believe that is Saturn. I'm a little bit the esoteric girly sort of thing, right? A little bit the new age sort of. Here we go, coming down. Okay, here's the view op. Should we buy off view op? Okay, let's watch this. Okay. Nice. They fucking just ripped it down really fast. What's your advice to somebody that wants to believe in Christianity but hard time with some of the wild stories of the Bible? I mean, like, if you're having a hard time believing in miracles, right? Like, I don't know too much to say about that because anecdotal evidence tells me that miracles don't exist, right? Because I've never seen one, right? so I still have a hard time believing in certain things, but there you can do experiments with yourself, okay? And this is why I'm kind of on the esoteric sort of side, is because I've been able to internalize a lot of energy, right? And I've practiced certain things through meditation and whatnot, right? And you can, through meditation, you can create worlds, a different world for yourself, a different belief, and ultimately a different external world, right? So I believe your external world is based off of what you believe on the inside, okay? So you don't necessarily need to believe everything in the Bible, right? You don't need to believe anything. If you want, like, why, ask yourself first of all, why do you want to be a Christian, right? If you're trying to be a Christian, why, right? Like I've studied Christianity, but like I don't really care about salvation. I'll be honest with you. I don't really care if I don't go to heaven, right? I mean, my personal belief is that this earth is hell, right? Because what is hell, right? It's suffering, right? Eternal suffering, right? This world is entirely suffering. If you practice Buddhism, right, you'll understand that your entire existence is suffering and craving. And in order to reach heaven, you need to accept suffering and have liberation with it, right? Once you have liberation, then ultimately you're in heaven, right? So you can create your own heaven here, right? So these are the sort of things that I've gone down personally, right? Is I don't think that anyone goes to hell. I think hell is what we currently live in. If you chase money, sex, gluttony, right? Fear, shame, guilt. Let me just show you fear, shame, guilt, energy, frequency, right? So let me just see if there's images. So this sort of thing, you've probably seen it before, the map of consciousness, right? So if you're living in like desire, fear, all these things, like this is what the physical world is. Trying to get more money, trying to get more sex, trying to get more food, right? That to me is hell, right? You're living in suffering, right? These are all suffering feelings, right? And you cannot suffer more than a feeling, right? Your feelings are the most powerful thing that create the world around you, right? So when you find enlightenment, right, that's what Buddhists follow, right? And I guess I'm not trying not to get preachy and whatnot, but this is something that's helped my trading. So if you want to reflect this into your trading, when you find acceptance, love for the markets, peace in losing money, right? And you don't chase money, like you don't have shame, guilt, anger to the markets, fear of losing, right? All of these things get projected onto your trades, right? Because you're trying to create a world where all you do is suffer and you're currently in hell, right? So for you to continue chasing this fucking dragon, you live in hell forever, right? So I don't think anybody goes to hell, and I think the way to get heaven is through enlightenment, right? And creating and manifesting a world, right, in which you change your mind so that you can connect with your higher power, okay? And that's conscious contact with the higher power, either through prayer, meditation, whatever it is, right? You contact your higher power and you just exist in your mind, right? In your mind, rather than exist in all of your guilty pleasures, okay? If you're able to be liberated from your guilty pleasures or your cravings, you will no longer experience suffering, right? And then thus you can be a better trader, right? And I found this to be proven to me, that this is something that made me incredibly good as a trader now, right? Because I'm looking at these charts and I don't give a fuck, right? Because I'm enjoying the process of it. I'm having peace looking at these charts, right? This is all absolutely freeing to me because I'm just enjoying hanging out right now. I have love for people who get mad at me in the comments because it's entertaining, it's interesting. I'm able to talk to them. It's creating a community of funness, right? Even when somebody is angry at me, I love it, right? I authentically love everything, and that way I'm able to not live in suffering, right? able to love when the market goes against me, because hey, now I have a better opportunity to buy, or hey, now I've got a learning experience, right? Anyways, these are my experiences, and hopefully people watching could also attune themselves to it one day too. But I expect most people to never be able to leave their current hell, right? And you currently living in hell, if you want money, if you want fame, if you want food, if you want women, if you want all this fancy shit, you are in hell, right? How long have you been trading for? 13 years. I'm nihilistic and I thrive in life with music. Earth is far from hell. It's a glimpse of what I don't believe so, bro. But that's my personal beliefs. Is I don't believe hell exists. I believe this is hell, right? Those are my honest beliefs. Okay, and Saturn, right? Saturn is the. I'm not going to go into this because it could offend some religions, but if you look at Saturn, there is hell to me is under the guise of Saturn, and I don't know if some people know what I'm talking about and kind of draw some conclusions. I think there are some religions that pray to Satan, right? And I just won't go into that. Okay. If you know which people I'm talking about, they enjoy riches and little boys. Do I trade Bitcoin? Yeah. Are they gonna fail this? Okay, let's see here. Like they're rejecting off that level there. I don't know what to do right now. It's a pretty weird market, honestly. But now we're back below that VWAP, and when you start talking about Saturn, you know we're going too deep. Yeah, I mean, I have a new age sort of approach to things, but I also still believe in the Bible and Christianity and Buddhism, right? So I have like three sort of religions, I suppose. New age, spiritual, girly, Christianity, and Buddhism. I think they're all relevant for my own life. No Discord review today. We can look at Discord. Let's see what people want here. I've been missing it. Let's look here. Long on gold. I don't see this chart doesn't make any sense because they're not telling me anything. So nothing I can do there. I think this was okay. This is gold from yesterday. So with this, whoever's looked at this, you're close, bro. What you want to do is put your stop here, right? Behind the level that we just bounced off of, right? So this is an hourly on gold, I believe, right? I'm going to show you, okay? So when you bounce, so this was yesterday after we had signed off, okay? Once you bounced off this level, you buy off of it, right? And then you would have put your stop here, okay? Because this is the level that you bounced off of, the move in which you bounced off. So you wouldn't have been stopped out. You would have gotten a 2R, okay? That's the nice setup, but you have a too tight stop, okay? Too confusing. Don't know what you're doing here. Failing. I mean, this looks all right. You're targeting. You've both gained this level and failed this level, so you're gonna range. You're gonna know that this is gonna range at least. Okay. How many pairs do you trade? All of them. Doesn't matter, bro. It's all the same. Swing or day trade? It's all the same, bro. Swing trading is easier. Day trading is harder. I'll do either. Right. Yeah, we looked at this one the other day. Okay. I want to just see, like, I honestly don't know what this is gonna do, bro. Should we, like, why would it reject there? I don't think it has any reason to reject there. So maybe we can. If we regain here, let's watch this. If we regain, I'll take a long, 1 minute. This week has been weird. We're calling them out. Respect to you, bro. I mean, I think you're talking about the religion thing. I just don't want to say who they are. But you know, like, who else would kill Jesus, you know? Other than Satan, all right? Who would kill Jesus other than Satan, right? Like, it's what else am I supposed to say, bro? Should we short this here? I'm gonna get out of that. Get out of that trade. Buddhists don't believe in God. I mean, it doesn't mean that I can practice the things that Buddhism teaches and has to offer and still not believe in God. I practice Christianity, Hinduism, New Age spiritual girly, and Buddhism, right?
What trade did you just get out of?
The gold long. This gold long, the day trade gold long, right? I think there are aspects of every religion that can be useful, right? I also look at Egyptian religion, right? Right? They're like the eye of Horus is your pineal gland. You know this. Like, if you look up the eye of Horus, look. Eye of Horus, right? This is your pineal gland. It's a depiction of your pineal gland, right?
Still think it's safe for me to hold till tomorrow.
Look. And what's interesting is this is your third eye. So this is Hinduism, right? And then the eye of Horus is their god, right? The eye of Ra and the eye of Horus are the two major gods in Egyptian religion, okay? Eye of Ra is the sun god, right? And Horus is the sky or bird god or something, like the bird in the sky or something, right? Both are representations of one's own mind, right? The God and within your mind, right? Which, funny enough, if you look at Hinduism, where is your highest chakra? It's your third eye, right? Which is your pineal gland, third eye chakra, right? Right? It's on your forehead where your pineal gland is, right? So all of the religions overlap somehow, right? And there's only two avenues, basically. The one is internalized, right? And the other is externalized. So Judaism, Islam, Christianity are generally perceived as externalized religions, right? Buddhism, Tao, Shinto are more internalized, right? The ancient Egyptian culture is, in theory, both. They have gods, but they're also representations of themselves. Egyptian gods. They got a bunch of them, right? For all the parts of you and all the parts of the world, right? Isn't it ironic that church is on Sunday praising the sun god? Yeah, exactly. Like, and the sun is a representation of your mind, right? So all of these things overlap, and if you start looking at all of the religions and combining them, everything is the same, except it's a different way of representing the same thing, right? And then everyone fights over, oh no, it's fucking this way. No, it's the same thing. You guys are fighting over two different ways to word something, right? It's like two different translations saying no, my language is right. No, it's just two different ways to say something. They're all the same. All religions are the same. Have you ever heard theories that Jesus practiced Eastern religion prior to adulthood? Yeah, so that's where my Christianity falls under esoteric Christianity. The alternative is exoteric. Normal Christianity is exoteric, meaning that you pray to Jesus and God and whatnot. Personally, I know this is gonna sound Muslim, right? I don't think Jesus is God, because the Bible literally says that Jesus prayed to God, right? So he doesn't pray. He's not praying to himself. So, but I wouldn't class myself as a Muslim, because Muslims have a less peaceful approach to things than I would like to be, right? The Quran is not aligned with the peace in which I want to harbor. Okay. But that being said, I think Muslims got it right in that Jesus is not God, right? So again, all like, you don't have to follow one religion blindly and just follow all the rules, right? They're all true. He's the Messiah and the Son of God, right? Not God himself, but the Son of God. Yeah, so I mean, there's the debate, right? Is like the Holy Trinity, right? Is like, some people say Jesus is God, right? The Son of God. I mean, if I have to give my honest interpretation of what that means, is I think we're all the Son of God. I think, as they say, we're God's children, and we're all just different nodes of one tree branched down from God, right? So Jesus might be the most, I don't know, closest or something, right? I don't know, right? But we all have some sort of ability that is a godly sort of ability, just to a much lesser degree than God. Okay, you know what I mean? I believe that all of us have powers within ourselves that can allow us to create and cultivate a world, right? Right? We can create worlds, right? Through our own mind, in the same way that God created a world, right? But you can't create as big of a world, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Anyways, these are my beliefs. I'm not sure if people are super interested in them or not. This I am not a fan of today's, like, I am seeing your comments, bro. I can see all of the comments. Instagram's just on a different, Instagram's on this computer, everything is also on this computer, okay? Because Instagram's gay and doesn't allow me to link things to the Streamlab, okay? I don't like this price action at all today. Like, it's fucking annoying today. Nasdaq's not doing anything. Is Bitcoin doing anything? I think gold is the only thing that's like worth trading, is it not, right now? Asia session, really. Gold is the only one. This looks so crummy, dude. It just does not look nice. Just found your account. Do you really not sell a course? Correct. Absolutely everything I teach you is for free. The reason I do this is, one, I like doing this. Okay. Two, I feel like I am obligated to teach people because I have found something that works for certain. Okay. Three, my company is right here and you're welcome to try it one day, right? It is a trading platform where you can trade on, okay? It's like a brokerage. It's a prop firm. That's it. It's a prop firm, right? One of the biggest prop firms in the world, okay? That's it. That's why I do this, okay? I don't make money off of sales, okay? I have equity in the company. That's it. I don't want your money. I'm rich as shit, okay? I don't want tons of money, okay? I am perfectly rich already. This is coming down now, right? Is it coming down now? Look at this chop on this. You know, it's just not very nice, right? Let's see where this 1 hour is going to close. 1 hour going to fail? Okay. I think we want to be a bear now. I think we want to be a bear. I just want to sell.
Order filled.
Da, 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 da. I think we want to be a bear here. Oh, maybe they're going to gain it. Oh, wait, hold on. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. We might close that order. We might, depending on where this closes. Okay. 2 hour. Depending on where this 1 hour closes. Oh, I blew 10 accounts on it, bro. Just remember, I was wondering where I saw you. You guys have big spreads. I mean, I'm currently trading on Maven, so no. Like, we don't have... I'm currently showing you how to pass day trading on Maven. I am currently doing that on Maven, right? We do not have big spreads, dude. Like, you're fucking tripping. Is this a big... This is Asia, bro. This is the big spread to you. This is Asia right now on a 1 minute. There's no fucking spread on Maven, dude. You guys just like hear something somewhere. The reason why Maven has bigger spreads than other firms is because we don't artificially lower them. Okay. Oh, they're gonna gain this maybe. This is really like they're really fighting here. Okay, maybe I might pivot. We might pivot. Okay, this is gonna gain, yeah? Gonna gain. Okay, we're gonna pivot.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, we're gonna swap it. Let's go. Okay, we're long again. Rip it, let's go. Holy shit. They might just fucking soar again, eh? This is pretty bullish. It's a pretty bullish spike after that close. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. What is going on? What's with the massive spike of volume now, dude? Wow, crazy volatility coming in now. That's not a good close. We don't like that 1 minute at all. What is going on, dude? Craziness happening now. Okay. Spreads are good. Yeah, spreads are fucking great on moving, bro. Are you selling or buying? I mean, both, dude. Just looks like both. It looks like we're just fucking getting raped with confusion right now is what it is. I do not like this right now. They're just fucking ripping back and forth. Ripping back and forth. Like what is like what time is it in Tokyo? Is this supposed to be the open or something? Like why is this so volatile right now? This is insane. This is insane, dude. This is insane. What is going on at fucking 6 p.m.? I mean, the hourly and I mean, wow, dude. What happened there? What is going on? What is going on, bro? When something like this is happening, you just don't want to overreact, right? That's as simple as it gets right now. Just don't overreact. Don't do anything crazy. Right? You need to wait this one out. And when shit's ripping like this, okay? Like what we know is we just had some decent closes, right? So they came up here, they rejected that level, they had to come back down, right? What we know is they had to come back and they had to test both levels, okay? Because these are the origin of both sides, okay? That's it. That's all we know right now. Watching the 1 minute is stupid right now. What we can do is we can watch higher time frames, right? Right? But we for the excitement's sake, we can just watch the 1 minute. Bro, are you real? I am real. What do you mean? If you want to just track this 1 minute, you can be like, yeah, it's gotta hold this level here. Right? Track the 1 minute, hold this level right here. Go up here. Right? Track the 1 minute. I'm not gonna take 1 minute trades though. This is wild, bro. Is this what happens at 6 p.m.? Right? Like what is going on? 6 p.m. What happened yesterday? No, why? Like, did we hit news or something here? Like 6 p.m. is not normally like this. It's like news hit or something, right? I don't know, bro. I think it's time we get out. We get out of these trades and don't mess ourselves up.
Order filled.
Too volatile, bro. It's not doing what we want. That 5-minute close is rather bearish, right? So wait for something cleaner. Yeah, this Asia session is pretty wild, huh? Mark out this level here. Didn't realize you have to trade like this and actually wait for setups. No, you don't have to wait for setups, dude. When you trade dumb money concepts, you basically know what the direction is going to be almost always. Now, I will leave trades when things are too risky, right? I'm managing my trade, right? I'm managing my risk. So I don't want to be in trades that are risky, okay? But I pretty much know where it's going to go always, right? I know that this is bullish, right? But because this 5-minute failed, we're coming down here, right? And I just didn't want to be in that trade. So I would rather just hold off for something proper, a good setup. I guess setup, yeah. A proper close is what I should say. A proper close that shows that, hey, we're bullish again, okay? You can only be two things, up or down, right? And I'm just waiting for the lower time frames to align with what I know is going to happen, okay? And the lower time frames are basically random, so it makes it very difficult to day trade, right? This is why I don't recommend day trading, but I'm doing it for your entertainment, right? Holy shit, they'd just buy it back up, eh? I'm perfectly fine just to re-enter too. I'm just not gonna, if this closes bullishly, then I'm perfectly just gonna, I might just, what is that 1 minute close? We're just gonna re-enter, bro.
Order filled.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this one more time. And if it doesn't work, then I think the market might be too difficult today. But we regained this, which means it's probably gonna push up on the 5-minute. Okay. Okay, hopefully we just shoot for this new high. Okay. But we'll see where that 5-minute close. 5-minute close bullishly, look good, okay. So this is more or less the setup now, okay. Should just go for a new high. All right, should just go for a new high now. Buying trading view plans to unlock indicators and other time frames. Is it worth it? Nope. I buy them just because I prefer it. right? But I mean, oh, because I want the 24-hour because the 24-hour is different than the daily. And if you don't know why, it doesn't really matter to you. But for me, it matters because the 24-hour is different than the daily, okay? There is something that is different about it. But for you, doesn't matter, okay? That's why I pay for it. I pay for it literally only for the 24-hour time frame, okay? Your heart's in your mouth. Then you shouldn't be trading, okay? It's a very obvious thing with when you say something like that is if you feel uncomfortable while trading, stop trading, okay? You should not ever feel you should not ever feel uncomfortable, but you should have a feeling, right? You should recognize the feeling that you have, right? And make sure that you're not reacting poorly to it. You have to be very conscious with what you're feeling while you're trading, right? This is incredibly crazy right now, huh? Dun, 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 dun. That's your buy zone. What's my brain stack? Don't do drugs or sugar. That's your brain stack. Don't drink, do drugs, or do sugar, okay? If you want to be smarter, what you do is you sleep the same time every single night. You don't consume any toxins, right? Not doing a bad habit is 10 times more effective as adding good habits to your life. It is better for you to not consume toxins than go to the gym, take brain nootropics, eat healthy, right? Just don't consume toxins, okay? By toxins, I mean drugs, alcohol, and processed food, okay? That's it. Those are the only things that you should not ever consume. You don't got hose, bro. I mean, I guess you're kind of right. Is it a breaker block? No, I don't trade ICT. I'm not a bad trader. I guess you're right. There's no hose here. That would be correct. I don't have any here. Correct. I suspect you don't have any hose either. I don't think anybody has any hose. I don't think anybody has hose nowadays. I don't think hose exist anymore. Also, do you want hose? I'm not sure. Do we want hose? Is that a thing that I want to have? Or is that sounds like a bad habit? Having hose sounds like a bad habit to me. It will crash? Probably not. But gold will crash here? Probably not. What about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is going down. Don't ask why. I don't need to know why because I believe you're wrong. So. Bro, I want to swing trade, but I feel like it's hard on only one pair. Just trade multiple pairs then. It's fine. You can trade multiple pairs. You don't have to trade only one pair if you're swing trading. Do I need an editor? No. AI trading, you're scared somebody might find a way for it actually to work. It already works. Somebody has already found that way. It's called hedge funds. Yeah, it is crazy choppy range. Like if you just look at this kind of objectively right now, you've got wild ranges on either side. But still, the thing is, what is the most recent failure right here, okay? So probably going here, right? 90% chance it's going there, okay? What do I usually trade? This, gold. Gold, NASDAQ, Bitcoin. Do you think gold will go to 34? No. Can you give me the advice? You turned $100 into $5,000 and lost it all. Don't gamble, retard. The fact that you told me you turned $100 into anything more significant than $200 means you're a gambling retard. Right? Don't be a retard. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to you, but objectively, that is a retarded thing to do. You're gambling. And gambling is retarded. Okay? Objectively, like I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying that the thing that you did is a retarded action. You threw away your money. Right? That's it. You just threw away money. Gambling is throwing away your money. Okay? Don't be a retard. Right? I've been a retard. That's my advice. Don't be a retard. Half the things I do are retarded. Try to minimize retardism. It's gold. It is gold, yes. Yeah, Bitcoin's probably going to go sub 50K, correct? Yeah. We don't like this price action today. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What's your average gain expectancy per month using DMC on prop? I don't know, bro. Like, I can't just give you, like, what do you want me to say, dude? Like, this question makes no sense. What's the average? I don't know. I don't know what the average gain of a random trader learning DMC is. Probably negative, right? You're probably not going to do well if you're learning. But like, the question makes no sense. What's your average? It depends how much you risk. Depends how much you trade. Depends on everything. Depends on the market. There is no number. There's no number of how much you expect to make from trading. You shouldn't have an expectation. Just follow the rules and see what happens, right? That's what trading is. It's just you playing a game and seeing how well you can perform, okay? That's it. Give you a trade right now, long gold. We're currently literally in a trade right now, long gold. Ones we're up 25K on this one. Huh? How should you start learning how to day trade? Watch this stream every day. Maybe even coming to Iraq, and maybe you're Iran. But I might run away. I rack up the stacks, bro. I ran to the computer to Iraq the stacks. You can give me a trade, dude. It's not that hard. Just did. I just told you to buy gold. Boom. Fucking, there's a trade. Sell Bitcoin, buy gold. Boom. What, like, what do you want? I don't understand why you guys are so weird. Give you a trade. Just fucking buy. Just fucking buy. Just buy. Just buy. Boo, 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 boo. Can you see all that money? Bing, 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 bing. Wow. Dumping. How did you get started doing this? I was mining Bitcoin back in 2013 on the school computers. That's how I got into trading. Don't need to be rude, scrub. I mean, people are rude constantly all the time, dude. People are rude all the time, constantly in this industry. You gotta get used to it. Just be rude. It doesn't mean anything. Just say things, bro. What was my first investment? Bitcoin. What time frame am I looking at? It shows on the chart. It literally shows in the middle of the screen, dude. You can see it right here. It literally says exactly what we're trading on, what time frame right now. It's difficult. It's difficult to answer. You guys literally ask the exact same question every 5 seconds. Because a lot of you guys just jump in for a second and they're like, give me a trade. And then it's the exact same thing every 5 seconds because there's a million of you that churn through and you don't actually want to watch the charts. You just want free alpha, right? Without actually paying attention. So sometimes you get bored of it. You get bored of people. Where do I live? I live on the island. I don't want to meet up though. Thanks. Am I a female is a better question. Liquid, bro. I like you. Am I a female? Well, you are what you eat, right? So I guess I am. Oh, this is a... Maybe I don't like Asia, bro. Maybe I should trade the New York session. Yesterday, it's Asia. Yesterday was my first time live streaming on Asia, but yesterday Asia trading was super easy, right? The issue, like, I would prefer to be trading in New York session. I prefer to be streaming in New York, but it's difficult because that's when I have to be busy. I have to do other things during New York, right? Yesterday's Asia was so easy. We basically longed here, right? We just longed there and let it rip up. But yeah. Tomorrow morning I have to trade with Zach from Prop for Match. I'm on Prop for Match podcast tomorrow morning. So I definitely got to get to bed early tonight because it's fucking wake up at 6. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 5:45. How long did it take you to figure out DMC concepts? I mean, like, kind of like a decade more or less, but like once I started with trend progression, it's based off of trend progression. Okay. Trend progression allowed me to create the concept, right? DMC is based around trend progression but simplified, right? It makes it a little bit simpler, but it's essentially the same thing, right? SMC and ICT and all that jazz, bro, is like it's trend progression without the progression part. It's DMC, right? So DMC is trend progression without the progression part. But you can add trend progression to it later. ICT and SMC is DMC but over engineered. Okay, so they have all these different words and slang for all these different things, but it's all the same thing, right? So a way to better understand what I'm talking about is SMC and ICT and whatnot. They've created all of these different like they've name brand all the different cars, right? But ultimately you get in a car and you go from point A to point B. Okay, DMC is car, right? This is a level, or this is a car. You identify one thing, okay, and then that car moves. That's all you need. Car moves. DMC, right? With SMC and ICT, they've created all the different vehicles, right? And you're trying to figure out which vehicle to use where, right? But it doesn't make sense. All you need to do is go from A to B, right? So I don't know if that made any sense, but they've over-engineered it, and everything is actually the same thing. It's just a vehicle, okay? It's just a vehicle for you to make money. A level is a level, right? There's no... And then they've called them different things. Or they call them order blocks. They call them breaker blocks. They call them FVGs. It's all the same thing, right? Does that make sense? They're all just levels, and they're all equally as valuable, right? And when you look at it that way, SMC, ICT is really dumb, right? So that's the irony with dumb money concepts. I made it as a joke, right? It's price action, literally. I mean, everything price action based, I've simplified into the most simplest thing possible, okay? And it's called dumb money concepts, right? So if you want, I hate Asia, too lateral, Asia not the session. When is the competition between ICT? Yeah, I'm not, it's not gonna happen, dude. Like, I know it's not gonna happen. I literally just fucking did that video just because it would get content views, right? It's just engagement farming, right? God honest truth, right? Hello from Greece. But ICT would never actually do something like that. He's just a fucking schizophrenic narcissist, right? Right. ICT is absolutely insane. Okay, so I just like to make fun of him because he's insane. Okay, that's it. Okay, regain this level, please. Right, like fucking hell, bro. This fucking chop, my guy. But okay, so if you understand this, you won't look at this as chop. Okay, let me just explain something, right? So the trend up, right? That doesn't really matter, but we started with a trend up. We found a top, right? And they came down, right? Right? This is the origin of something that is important. So they attempted to make a new high. They failed, right? So they failed. So what must they do, right? They failed. They must go to the next level down, which is this, the origin of that next move down, okay? This is dumb money concepts, right? This is trend progression as well, okay? This is both the combination, right? And then you bounce off this level, right? And then you regained this zone, okay? So why did I put my stop here, right? And not here? Because this is the zone you want to buy up, right? But where you want to hold is this move, right? The move that brought you up, right? So you have to hold that. And now what's going to happen is we're going to close back within here, right? And this is going to rip up to those new highs, okay? And now it needs to hold this level, okay? Does that make sense? It needs to hold that level now. You're just my dude. I'll have a crush on you soon. Yeah, Lick, if you're keen on watching these more, join the Discord. If anyone's watching somewhere, join the Discord. I post in the Discord my swing trades, and I also post when I'm going live. I'm also live on Kick and YouTube and X right now. Bro, shut the fuck up. You can't trade for shit. I mean, that's objectively wrong, right? I can't possibly even get offended by that because I'm incredibly good at trading, right? It's it's like calling a professional athlete handicapped, right? And it's just absolutely objectively wrong. Like I'm one of the best traders you're ever gonna meet. Like I don't even have to argue with you. I am so incredibly good at trading. Discord username. You're not gonna add me on Discord. Just go in the link in my bio and whatnot, right? You'll find me on Discord. So you have to hold this, okay? I want to get rid of these yellow lines. They're confusing me a bit. Get rid of this. Dude doesn't know. ICT sucks. Yeah, let's do a giveaway, boys. ICT sucks. I'm so confused with all the negativity. People have been losing money lately, so they're negative. That's how it works. I've been in this industry for a very long time. If people are, if the markets dump, it means everyone's gonna get mad at me, right, for not knowing what I'm doing, despite I'm making money during the market dumping. All right. Okay, 5K one step for Maven challenge. Okay. Let's clear these participants and let's go. ICTs plus ITC sucks, right? In order to enter, you must be on Kick or YouTube in order to enter 5 times the points if you're subscribed. DMC is basically a much simpler sim concept rather than adding stupid names like FVG, etc. Yeah, totally, bro. Yeah, a level is a level, right? That's all you need to know. An area in which you should buy, or an area in which needs to be tested, okay? Right? So levels are places that need to be tested to see if they can pass them. That's how it works, okay? That's how it works. This is kind of a wild day, hey? Just crazy. Just crazy back and forth. Are you going to trade right now? Yeah, we're in a long. We're in a swing long and a day long, okay? We've been in a swing long for a few days. And I'm currently just trying to shoot for the highs right now. Right? Currently just trying to get new highs here, right? Down, now, 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 now. Pro does not know. Look at Instagram, not Kick. I look at all of them, bro. The Instagram I look at the least, of course. So does your strategy usually have much drawdown? No, I pretty much don't. If I'm swing trading, I usually don't really lose much.
Order filled.
That looks like our stop. Oh wow, look at that. Nope. Did it on the other account. I have another account. Okay, let's spin it. This is an exhausting day, boys. This is an exhausting day watching this because it is just it's annoying to watch. I'm not bothered by I'm not bothered by not making money. It's just exhausting to watch something like this. Like, I am sure you guys understand, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Sudan Trading, bro. Congrats. Open up a ticket with Maven. Congrats, brother. Got a 5K one step, I think it was. Prize. This is just so annoying to watch, dude. Where's this hour, 2 hour gonna, 2 hours gonna fail, or where's the 4 hour? If this 4 hour, so potentially, yeah, 4 hour look like it might fail, honestly. There's no point closing it at this point, this close to the stop loss, but anyways, brothers, I'm done. I'm just gonna let that run, see what happens to that trade. Let's do an Asian pair forex. No, I'm done, bro. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. For watching a chart go back and forth for 2 hours is not very interesting. Very annoying, actually. Maybe I shouldn't be trading Asia. I should be trading New York, bro. Right? Maybe I shouldn't be trading Asia. I'm too exhausted for this shit. Yesterday I was hyped up, dude. Yesterday I came home jazzed, bro. Fucking cracked out on pre-workout. Okay, boys. Enjoy your night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna be on Prop for Match podcast in the morning, and then maybe I'll live stream after lunch tomorrow. Yeah, I think so. Okay, take care, boys. Love you. Did you ever eat a bug? Probably. I live in Asia. I have to sleep. It's a shame, bro. Do I like futures? I trade futures exclusively, basically, unless it's a prop firm. Yeah. Good night, Lick. Join the Discord, bro. Join the Discord.